Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Monday. We've got 11 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells, and we'll hop in at a little bit of a lighter slate today as we start the week off here, starting with the Detroit Tigers versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -185. Detroit plus 165 with the over-under at 7.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 15-18. Cleveland 16-18. Pitching for the Tigers is Joey Wentz with an ERA of 6.67. Pitching for the Guardians is Tanner Beebe with an ERA of 2.45. Wentz, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Beebe, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Detroit coming off that St. Louis loss yesterday. They are 5-1 in their last 6. Still playing well. Cleveland on a 2-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against Minnesota. Detroit 2-5 on the road against Cleveland, where they have struggled here. And Wentz has not been good on the mound. He's given up a lot of runs for Detroit. He's given up 12 runs in his last 3 starts. Not in love with that here. I think I'm going to lean with the Guardians at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home favorites at -175. Colorado plus 155 with the over-under at 8.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 14-21. The Pirates 20-15. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 3.76. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 3.32. Freeland, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Keller, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Colorado on a 2-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against the Mets. Pirates, they're on a 7-game losing streak right now. Pretty much looked bad and got destroyed in that Toronto series. Didn't look good in that Tampa Bay series. They're on a bad losing streak right now. I don't know what's going on with the Pirates here. And it makes kind of nervous to bet on the Pirates. The way they've played, I mean, they have struggled hitting. Their last 7 games, they have not scored more than 2 runs. That is absolutely insane here. And I think I'll take a shot with the Rockies plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Baltimore Orioles. Tampa Bay opening up as road favorites at -175. Baltimore plus 150 with the over-under at 8. The Rays coming into this matchup 28-7. Baltimore 22-12. Pitching for the Rays is Shane McClanahan with an ERA of 2.02. Pitching for the Orioles is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 4.61. McClanahan, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. Gibson, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Tampa Bay coming off a Yankees win, 8-7. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Baltimore back-to-back losses against Atlanta. Tampa Bay 4-1 on the road here. And they're just playing great baseball. And Shanahan 6-0, excellent on the mound this season. I'm going to roll with the Rays on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -220. Oakland plus 180 with the over-under at 8.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 8-27. The Yankees 18-17. Pitching for Oakland is J.P. Sears with an ERA of 5.06. Pitching for the Yankees is Nestor Cortez with an ERA of 4.91. Sears, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Cortez, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Oakland coming off a Kansas City loss, played pretty well in that Kansas City series. Yankees coming off a Tampa Bay loss. Oakland 0-5 on the road against the Yankees. A little, where they've struggled a bit here. And, yeah, I know Nestor's coming off a bad game, giving up 7 runs here, but I'm still going to roll with the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Kansas City Royals. White Sox opening up as road favorites at -135. Kansas City +115 with the over-under at 8.5. White Sox coming into this matchup 12-23. The Royals 9-26. Pitching for the White Sox is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 4.58. Pitching for the Royals is Zach Greinke with an ERA of 5.25. Cease, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Greinke, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. White Sox coming off a 17-4 win yesterday against the Reds. They were hot yesterday. Looked pretty good in that Red series. Royals coming off an Oakland win. Not in love with this matchup here. I do think I'm going to roll with the White Sox on the road. I mean, the heck of a game yesterday. Kind of played well in the last few, in the last week or so. They've actually been picking things up a bit. And I think I'll roll with the White Sox on the road. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening, it's actually a pick'em scenario. Both teams at -110 with the over-under at 8.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 21-14. The Brewers 19-15. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tony Gonsolin with an ERA of 3.38. Pitching for the Brewers is Freddie Peralta with an ERA of 3.63. Gonsolin, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Peralta, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Dodgers coming off a Padres win. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Brewers coming off a Giants win, but they were on a very bad losing streak, finally getting a win. First time all month they've gotten a win. Dodgers 8-3 against the Brewers, where they've been very good head-to-head here. Pretty good pitching battle here, but I'm going to roll with the team that's been playing just better baseball, and I'm going to roll with the Dodgers on the road. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -150. St. Louis +130 with the over-under at 7. Cardinals coming into this matchup 11-24. The Cubs 17-17. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 5.79. Pitching for the Cubs is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 2.18. Mikolas, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. St. Louis finally beating Detroit. I mean, they were on like an 8-game losing streak. I mean, they've been playing such bad baseball here. Cubs coming off a Miami loss. St. Louis 1-6 on the road. I simply just don't trust the Cardinals. I mean, they have been so bad. Got their first win in a very long time. And I think I'll roll with the Cubs at home here. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Los Angeles Angels. Astros opening up as road favorites at -130. LA +110 with the over-under at 8.5. Astros coming into this matchup 17-17. The Angels 19-16. Pitching for the Astros is Hunter Brown with an ERA of 2.60. Pitching for the Angels is Patrick Sandoval with an ERA of 2.93. Brown, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Sandoval, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Houston, coming off back-to-back Seattle losses. Angels coming off back-to-back Texas losses. I'd say a pretty even matchup here. Houston, they've been good. They're 13-5 on the road against the Angels here, but I think Angels are a decent underdog today, and I think I'll take a shot with the Angels plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at minus 220. Miami plus 180 with the over/under at 8.5. Pitching for the Marlins is Braxton Garrett with an ERA of 5.81. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 2.53. Garrett, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 11 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Definitely probably his worst start of his career. Gallen, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Only given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts, so he's been playing very well. Miami coming off a Cubs win. Arizona coming off a Washington loss yesterday. Miami 5-13 on the road against Arizona. 3-6 straight up against Arizona here. And yeah, Garrett just, man, hard to trust Garrett coming off an 11-run game. You really hate to see that. Gallen's been excellent on the mound for the Diamondbacks here, and I think I'm going to roll with Arizona at home. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at minus 160. The Rangers plus 135 with the over/under at 8. Rangers coming into this matchup 20-13. Seattle 17-17. Pitching for the Rangers is John Gray with an ERA at 4.40. Pitching for the Mariners is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 4.01. Gray, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Rangers on a 2-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against the Angels. Seattle, back-to-back wins against Houston. Both teams playing pretty well here. Texas just 1-5 on the road against Seattle. 3-11 against Seattle. They really struggled against the Mariners here. It's a very even pitching matchup here. Despite the fact the Rangers have struggled against Seattle, I still think they can win on the road in Seattle here, and I'll take the Rangers plus 1.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 225. Washington plus 185 with the over/under at 8.5. Washington coming into this matchup 14-20. The Giants 15-18. Pitching for the Nationals is Jake Irvin with an ERA of 2.08. Pitching for the Giants is Anthony DeSclafani with an ERA of 2.13. Irvin, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. DeSclafani, his last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Washington coming off an Arizona win yesterday. Giants coming off a Milwaukee loss. But yeah, Washington 2-7 against the Giants. So they've struggled head-to-head here. Giants 7-2 at home. Really getting it done at home here. I think I'm going to lean with the Giants at home. I do like DeSclafani on the mound, coming off a great start here. And they've been very good at home. I'm going to take the Giants in this one. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.